Hello, good afternoon, everybody. It's a reasonable day down here. It's bright, but it's not actually sunny, but it's not a bad day at all. Welcome to all of you, and thanks very much for those of you who came up and made yourselves known up at Makers over the weekend. It was lovely to see you all. I'll bring Keith on because he'll be saying the same sort of thing, I expect. Here he is, and so yeah, thanks for that. It was really nice to meet people and put faces to names.
It certainly was. It was a good weekend, and a big thank you to Michael and Christine Hesseltine for supplying the tickets for us, because
Indeed.
they could not go, and which made it. Well, we used a ticket. It's all right. You shouldn't get an echo now. I've just killed myself in YouTube.
Oh, you've done it good. Yeah, I
Yep.
couldn't hear an echo, but yeah.
Yeah, I
So
could. So yeah. So thanks, Michael and Christine, for that, and welcome one and all, and thank you all for poking us or making yourself known so that we knew who we were talking to.
absolutely, yes. It really was lovely. That was one of the highlights, in my opinion, was actually
Yes.
meeting Tommy and others, who and Adam, I love wood turning, was
Mm,
there, and I won't go through everybody because there were quite a few, but it was lovely to actually see you and shake you warmly by the throat or the hand, whichever, and and just get to sort of know you a bit better. So thanks
yes,
for that.
a face to a name is always useful.
Yeah, it is. Not that I
Not that,
promise to remember everybody, but
no, the memory's not that good, but hey ho.
I'll try. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Right, let's have a look at the bit of timber we're going to be turning, and I'll
Right,
take Keith
dispository. Yep.
out of the equation. There we are. Right, it's a piece of yew. There's a surprise. Bet you didn't expect that, except I did say it on the description. I've actually added into the description this morning that I'm going to be doing a goblet. That's my plan at the moment, anyway, unless it goes horribly wrong. So
We're
it'll be
not hoping for a mic walk then.
it's a longish stemmed goblet.
Yeah, well,
So
he
because
does
it's a
two-part ones.
no, hopefully I'm going to do it in one bit. And this is going to be the piece of timber is approximately 260 mil long, so that's a sort of tallish goblet, and the diameter is something like 90, 95, 100 mil.
10
Depends
by
where you
4
measure
then.
it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, depends where you measure it, really. But hello, why won't that? Oh, the drawer won't shut now. This is going to be a problem. Oh dear. Excuse me while I rip the workshop apart. Nope, it's not going to go. Oh, the drawer's going to fill up with stuff.
You're going to have to put the towel over that then, and turn
Yes,
the
I'm doing
keyboard
that.
upside down.
No, I have two towels.
Ah,
I'm very flush for towels, you know. Actually, this one's a slightly bigger one. Excuse me, doing my housework. Put that one over the keyboard. That one over the drawer that won't shut, which you can't quite see, but it's just under the lathe. So it's going to get in the way a little bit, but we'll manage. Right, okay. Right, so as I say, it's going to be a goblet. That's the plan.
so you've got
All
this
covered up.
between two step centres?
Between two step centres, yep. Excuse me. The smallest ones I've got, really, because it keeps them out of the way. You can make the thing fit into the chuck, because I'm going to have a chucking point on the headstock end, this end. This one will just have a point because I'll be hollowing it anyway. But it makes it, obviously I've got to have it on a chuck mount to be able to hollow it. Right, okay, you can see all right, yes.
Yeah, it's not a bad picture. Right, while Andy's getting that into the round, I will go through and let him know who's staring at him then.
Thank you.
Martin Brees was the first one in, closely followed by Michael McEwen. Then we had Martin Shepherd, he's a club member of ours. Closely followed by Tommy. And going down, Brian with a Y. Robert Dolman. Chris Dodds from Down Under. Christine and Michael. Woodworm Paul Heighton, the Greasy Turner. Clive Rogerson. Greg Alexander. Terry Bartlett. Quite a few of them in there, Andy. There's 30 in there now.
Yeah, sounding promising.
Yeah, wood wizardry by Colin. Andrew at Wivey's Woodshed. Robert Copper Owl.
He's got some splits down that side, but I think we'll be all right. They don't seem to go very deep.
Katie the Cornish Maid's in.
Hello, Katie.
Steve Scott. I believe, apart from Barry Chitty, who's just dropped in. Wonder how long he's going to be here today, because normally he's on monster control. That's the end of all that I've got, so if I've missed anyone, put an oi in there, you miss me, and we will read you out. And welcome you into the fairly close-knit community that we seem to have get ourselves involved in. But it's good.
Certainly is.
Wood turnings by Barry's just appeared, so we haven't called him out.
Hello, Barry.
Douglas Mungham is in. Yes, I see I missed you, Douglas. You just beat me to it. How wet is that wood, Steve Scott asked, and the answer is bone dry.
Bone dry, yep.
At least 6 years down, if not a bit longer.
So look at it. There's a little bit more to go there. That split's still there. I think we'll not worry about that too much. I should want to get down to the more interesting timber anyway, so.
Yes, that's still in the region of 90mm, 85mm. That's fairly big for a goblet anyway.
It is, yeah, yes. Plenty of timber there, so.
Yeah. No need to be rude, Chris Dodds. I agree with what you're saying. He said it's like a village full of pensioners and a couple of young folk in there.
Yeah, nothing wrong with being a pensioner.
No.
I'm quite proud of the fact I made it.
Well, exactly, yeah.
Against all the odds.
And Ward Wilson's joined us from the west coast of Arizona. Hi, Ward.
Oh, hello there.
We'll get interesting later on, guys, once the shape starts to appear.
That's better. It's reducing that crack. I'm not too worried about that. It pretty much doesn't go down into the, or not too far into the heartwood, so.
Michael McEwen's got in first, asking Katie what I was thinking as I read her name out. How was your first Turners meeting last week, Katie? Hope you enjoyed it. They didn't put you off. Jennifer's Craft and Creations has joined us. I'm sorry, Jennifer, we didn't see you on the Saturday. We were both there. But it was quite easy to miss people.
Yes, it was, yeah. Right, okay, let's put the chuck mounting point on.
Yes, I can agree with you there, Terry. The only downside on being a pensioner is that we don't get paid enough.
Yeah, that's true. Can't argue with that.
Sid's Repurposing has joined us from down under. Hi, Sid.
Hello, Sid.
Andrew at Wyvie said 14 years and a day before he's a pensioner. Not that he's counting.
No, not at all. Right, now then, what am I looking for? Oh, the calipers. Not that one. That one. It's not easy having to put this cloth over here because then it drops all the shavings into the drawer when I take the cloth off.
Stop
Hey,
whining.
Can't win them all.
No. Favour of the month, the week, the year's in. Benjamin. Hi, mate.
Oh, Ben. Was it 90? No, see yours. 64. 90. Of course, it's not 90. Stupid boy.
Katie said, yeah, it was a good time at a first club meeting, learning day. So someone was demonstrating, so we had a go at it. So it was a good night in the main club.
Good. Yeah.
And apparently I'm on a VIP invite. There you go.
Oh, right. It can't be all bad then.
Yeah, don't play it down at all. Keep it going.
Yeah. Right. That's right.
Jeff says sorry he's late in, but he's here. You can start now. Well, you haven't missed a lot, Jeff. He's only just managed to get it into round.
Just about there. Nice mouthful of shavings. That was very tasty.
Yeah, it's stupid, Steve Scott, saying he's just had to apply for everything. They know how old you are, where you live, but you still have to answer the questions and tell them.
Oh, yeah, God, yes.
It's ridiculous, I know. But hey ho.
Such is bureaucracy. Right, so now then, let's take that out of there. At least it's round now, which is a start. Good.
Do you want to pull your mic away from your hooter?
Sorry, is it? I'm breathing heavily, am I?
Yeah, you're panting into it.
Take it down that way. Is that better?
That's better. We can't hear you. We know you're breathing because you're still moving.
Yeah. Just.
same as guys, if you've got any questions that you'd like either Andy or myself to answer, or you want answers to, just drop them in the chat with a question mark in front of them, and we will endeavour to enlighten you with an answer. And Simon at SM Turning's just dropped in. Hi Simon. It's beginning to show a bit of colour now. Bit of
It's
character.
just getting into it. Yep, that split is still there, but I think it's going to be there. I don't think I've got any choice. I'll put a bit of glue in it.
And so I would super glue and squirt that now
Yeah,
before I went any further then.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Precisely.
be on the safe side.
Yeah, there's no point mucking about with it.
Don't want to take over from Mike Walters, the another flying goblet object
No, not
artisan.
really. No, I was hoping I'd be able to get beneath it, but I can't. So it's a little bit deeper than that. So.
It's always a disadvantage with you that it cracks inevitably.
It always does, doesn't it? Not too worried about that, but it'll be down the bottom. I shall want it glued.
And Roy's the boys dropped in. We met Roy.
We did.
Over the weekend. Another one that come up and said hi. He recognised us. But having said that, both Andy and I did have our club shirts on, but you see us on the screen, whereas a lot of you guys we don't see on the screen, so we haven't got a clue what you look like.
But there were no unpleasant surprises, so.
No heart attacks or anything, so.
No, so that was all right. Cool. Glue's getting in my eyes.
As long as you don't stick them shut.
No. Actually, it did flick out a little bit, but not into my eyes because I've got my glasses on.
What, your good ones or your safety ones?
No, the ordinary ones. There's a bit on the tool rest. Cool. It's the fumes from it. When you spray it with the activator, it really does release the fumes. Right, I think I'll put a little bit more glue on that, and then I shall remove the tailstock, I should say.
Yeah. Open the door, let a bit of fresh air in first as well.
Start on the bowl, yeah. Doesn't mess the picture up too much, does it?
Nope.
Good. But it was soaking it up, drawing it in, and then it started flicking it about. You can't win them all.
No.
One or two would be nice, but. Okay. Oh, I wish I could shut this drawer. It's getting on my nerves.
Well, swing the head a bit now.
Yeah, I could
make life a bit easier for yourself.
Yep. Take that one off.
Save the stabby elbow bit as well.
Yep.
Although I know you've taken the tailstock out, but
Don't put that in position. Come on, get yourself sorted out. Somewhere about there would do it, I think.
Right. How does the tailstock camera work now?
Yes, because we're going to want that, aren't we? Misses it fairly completely, so we'll bring it over there.
If you could have lifted it a fraction, that's straight down the barrel.
That's right, isn't it?
Yep. Drop it a fraction if you wanted to.
It.
That's it. You're
That's better, isn't it?
screen. Yep.
I don't think I'll knock that too much. So.
Well, I'm sure we can tell you if you do.
I'm sure you will. Very nearly see past my hand, can't you?
Yeah, it's all right. For those that don't know, Andy is doing a pull cut from the centre out so that he's actually going with the grain. Barry's just put in there that he sold his club at Lathe on Sunday. Good, well done, Barry. Bit more room for you now. He'd upgraded without selling his old one.
I think I've just turned my headphones up a bit.
Okay. I'll do one in whatever bread you got, Katie, with a bit of brown sauce on, please.
The conversation turns to food again, does it?
Yeah, but I didn't start it.
Just go for the 6mm cutter. It doesn't vibrate quite as much.
What speed are you on?
£2,000, I think. No, 1,600.
It's a bit fast for that, isn't it? They reckon 12 max, isn't it?
Little bit maybe. Yeah, I always go a bit faster than they say.
3 rashers would do fine, Katie, thank you.
Well, that's better. Is that all right for you?
Yeah, we can still see the bottom.
Bit washed out, isn't it? But
No,
yeah,
go on, you go
it's
for
better
it.
for me. I can actually see what I'm doing then. Too close. That's better.
That'll keep you interested for a few hours then, Ben. There's some good bits and pieces from Mick Hanbury's stuff. He does some fantastic colouring. And he's a good teacher as well, telling you what he's doing. Sounds interesting, Rob. How did the stem hold up, or didn't you go very fat with the stem? Rob saying that he turned a face grain orientated goblet last week, so went from rim to centre
Really?
for the hollowing.
Blimey.
Yeah.
That's a bit risky on the stem, isn't it?
I would have thought so, but unless there's virtually no stem, or it's
Yes, or it's
a medieval goblet with a really thick stem to it. And Greg's obviously seen it because he's put in there very nice indeed, Rob. I haven't caught that one yet, but having been away the weekend and things to do yesterday, I will catch up. Kept the stem to 3/4 to 1 inch in diameter, so not too frightening then, I wouldn't think, Rob.
No, 3/4 would be alright. Be alright if it's a close grain timber.
I certainly will, Rob. I will check your video out as soon as I can. Might get a chance tonight to have a look at it. Because I'm not turning tonight, as far as I know. Rich Bennett is Rich the Beard times 16. Rob at Copper Owl.
Yep. Oh, Copper Owl, right, yep. So too many Robs. think this is getting blunt. It's turning. But I don't know where the... Yes, I do. It's in the bottom drawer and I can't get to that. So we'll manage with it as it is.
You haven't got a lot further to go, have you?
No, I don't want to go too deep. The bowl's not too big, I'll make the stem look longer as well.
Plus you probably want to finish the inside with a scraper anyway. So Chris at Bailey Woodworks has just dropped in. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris. That's better. That's getting quite thin now. So getting to where I want it. That's better.
It's the Simon Hope 6mm hollower, Martin.
Yeah, 6mm Pro hollower, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah, if you're going to do any hollowing, that's the beast to go for.
It is. It's a remarkably good tool.
It might only be 6mm diameter, but at the end of the day, you can get really deep with it.
And you can put it into another handle, can't you?
You can put other handles onto it, yeah.
To extend it if you need. Although it doesn't grab. It does grab, but not too much. You can hang on to it because it's such a small.
Go on.
Sorry, it's such a small cutter that
yeah,
you've got more of a grip on it.
Control of it, yeah. Yeah, Michael McEwen's saying there's 32 watching and only 20 have hit the like button so far. So can you hit that
They
like
obviously
button?
don't like it.
No. Or I always used to wait to nearly the end to make sure that I appreciated all of it.
Absolutely.
Apparently Katie does a full English to Cornish way. So she has the sausages upside down and the rashers.
An ice cream on the top, I suppose.
Fried from the edge, covered in raspberry jam, is it?
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Where's that crack?
If you check out Simon Hope's page, Martin, there are 2 or 3 different sizes. Not quite sure what the diameter is. I think it's 16mm, that handle for that one.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think it is the 16, isn't it?
Yeah,
it does fit it
in
anyway.
Other handles, and it fits in some of the
yes, 16
handles.
It is the 16mm one, yeah.
Yeah.
So that fits the red one, doesn't it?
I don't know. I haven't gone that far. Oh, the Wood Dudes joined us. Hi, Steve. Nice to see you, Saturday.
Yes, it's the same as that one. Yep. So it's the red one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Another one of the people we saw.
Yes, but we saw him last year at Makers as well. Or I did anyway. I'm not sure whether Andy did because I did the Makers. 2 days.
Oh, Chestnut.
Chestnut Makers. Chestnut.
Chestnut.
Yeah, the Weekender.
Weekender, yep.
Yep. Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
No, I don't remember meeting him there. Yeah. No, I saw him on Stuart's Zoom thing.
Right, that's right, yeah.
A few days ago, a week or 2. Right, what am I doing? Cracking up.
You're half an hour in, just to give you a
that's right.
Show.
I've done the difficult bit. I wonder if I'm going to see any light through this if I shone the light in. If I can find it.
So you're not going to go that thin, are you?
I was going to go a couple of mil. I've got one, but it's in the drawers down here. One of the proper ones that you put in the tailstock, and it sits.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Posh one. I very rarely get to use it. Can I reach it? Oh, yes, I can. That's it.
Roy, no, it
Otherwise,
wasn't. It was quite a bit. It was noticeably quieter on the Sunday. Must have been about a third down, I would think, on what it was on Saturday.
yes, which is a shame.
Yes, it was a true shame.
No, we left by sort of lunchtime-ish, didn't we?
On Sunday, yeah, just after. We'd been round it, seen everyone, abused all that we needed to abuse, got abuse. You know, we took as good as we got, and gave
Yep.
as good as we got.
There it is on you. Oh, set. Apart from that, everything's fine. So I found the transformer for the light as well, which is quite remarkable.
Does make it work better.
Plug it in, connect it up, and we'll see if it's any use at all. Oh, there's a switch. Oh, that's bright. Right, it's even got a little magnet on the back of on the cable. Oh, sorry, lathe. Sorry, light, camera. I mean, that's the tailstock hit it. Right, okay. We don't really need
Bleached us
that
out
camera.
completely.
Yeah, I know. Don't need that camera, do we?
No,
That's better.
just rotate it by hand to see if it makes any difference. No, it's not at the moment, mate.
No, it's not coming through. Oh, no, it's not.
Only through the crack, eh?
It's just starting to, and I will be going a little bit thinner, but so we'll see. I'll leave it there for a minute. It's not bothering you now, is it?
No, it's tucked away enough. So Katie's
not-
off to Italy, which I knew that, like she was off to. They're going to a friend's wedding. They've been invited out there.
Very nice.
Summoned. And Roy's put in that he bought a G-Force Glowforce. Impressed with it. They were at the makers on over the weekend, and we both looked at them. We thought they were very bright, and didn't invest in one.
No, it's not showing through. So that
No.
didn't work. Never mind. We'll get rid of that. I'll do it by the old-fashioned way. Digital calipers.
Yeah, the digital calipers. You can't beat them. Truer than anything mechanical. Food's still in the comments, which we knew it would be. Oh, that looks like there's a nice bit of colour on there now.
It's just
purple starting to show.
Yeah, starting to get more interesting. I think I'm going to run glue through that again because it's fairly open. That end's sealed. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but I just don't want to risk it. There's no point. You wreck everything you've done. Right, I think I better sand that inside before I go too much further. Get that sorted out.
I'm not sure any of the cameras will actually show inside with Andy's big digits in there either. So
No, probably not, but we can try. See what you can see.
we can see you're going through the motion anyway.
Yeah, you don't need too too much light on it, do you?
The extractor on or off?
It's off at the moment.
I knew that.
I was just trying to see how it worked. Yes, I know you did.
Yeah. I don't know whether you guys can, but I can actually hear it start up, but then it cuts down very quickly, so you can't hear it. I don't think you probably hear it on YouTube.
No, I can certainly hear it. Oh, that's better. That's taken out. There was a slight lump just on the inside there, and that's gone now. Machine mark, tooling mark.
Operator mark.
Yep. Man-made. Yeah, that's better. I'll take a bit more off the outside yet, but it's quite nice and a nice thickness at the top here, as you can probably see. Yeah.
Yeah, not
just
very
about.
thick. Yeah.
It's quite thin there.
2 mil.
Something like that. Yeah, I would say 2 mil.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'd put my
I don't think I'd want
calipers
to
on,
go
but
any
no,
closer.
not with that split in it.
No.
So that's all right. In fact, I'll finish sanding it. I can sanding seal it and things then, can't I? So I'm not mucking about inside there anymore.
Yeah, Spindle, you've got the rigidity down the bottom, the bulk down the bottom. You might as well finish it.
Yeah, it's so much easier, isn't it?
Don't know whether my chat's frozen up. No comments for 5 minutes.
All right.
YouTube.
Perhaps they've all gone home.
No.
Sorry, my arm's getting in the way when I do that, isn't it?
Chat's not caught up on YouTube because I've not been watching it. So, if anyone's commented, it'll come up eventually.
Yeah, still copper out.
Yeah,
still copper out at the bottom of mine. Yeah.
Right, Chris Dodds has just popped
Chris
on.
has just come in. Yep.
No. Chris, I thought it was me, but it was obviously all of them. Everyone had stopped chatting. They're either too busy eating Katie's sarnies that she's done, or are full English breakfast,
or just so enthralled by my skill.
Yeah.
I think it's more likely to be the sarnies, to be honest. But
well, the food's taken quite a battering today.
Yeah, so it should.
Yeah, Martin's put in there probably too busy eating. Yeah. No, they're all coming back into the chat now.
Good. So, that's a nice finish.
Yeah, Brian was too busy eating, so that's it. And Doug Miller's joined us. Good morning, Doug, all the way from over the pond.
Right, that's the barrel done. I'll probably Yorkshire grit it later on. Just turn that noisy thing off. That's better.
Barry Chitty can hear what we're talking about because the granddaughter's gone to the park, so that's a bonus.
Right.
Got out of that mission this week then, Barry.
Oh. Good, that's that done. I'll Yorkshire grit inside and outside at the same time, I think.
think I would
So
do the
that's.
inside before it got too thin on the stem, but you're not
Oh yeah,
anywhere near
yeah,
the
yeah.
stem yet, are
But
you?
no, no. I was going to say I'll be doing the outside before I do the stem anyway,
Mm.
finishing it, so I can do the inside at the same time because it'll still be solid enough for that. So that's all right. I'll put that one over there. That down there. Tail stop would be nice. Oh, I'll put it up there. Headstock would be nice, is what I'm trying to say. Because it doesn't need any more support at the moment. That's absolutely solid.
Yeah, you could get rid of a lot of that weight in the middle if you know more or less what length you're going for.
I
Work
could
it
do.
down. You,
I can take some of it away. Yeah,
mhm,
yeah. It's, the base is going to be down there somewhere. It'll be about a 6-inch stem.
mhm.
Is what I'm thinking about because it's going to come up to there somewhere. I think. Yeah, the stem's going to be up to about just almost where that cuts.
Yeah,
Sorry, you can't see.
and as we're not
About
on
there.
overhead, you can't see.
No, apart from that, you're right. It'll come up to about there. The stem.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
So I'll go down to about there somewhere. But
You
I can remove some of.
get some of the weight out of it.
Yeah, remove some of that, can't I? No problem at all. Oh, that's the wrong one. Try that one. It's just not taking away the strength that I want.
No,
I've
you
got
don't need to
plenty,
go. Yeah, if you even
plenty
if you're
there at the
down to
moment.
an inch at the moment, you've still got plenty of strength there, as it's end length grain.
Yeah,
Turning.
that's better. Let's move myself up here a bit.
Beginning to look like a goblet now.
Starting to, isn't it? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
always
yeah, you got
encouraging.
rid of some of that meat out the middle.
So I'll just, yeah, plenty there. So.
Steve Ash, the learner turner. Good afternoon, AMD peeps, and sorry he's late. We'll accept that apology, Steve.
I'll forgive you.
According to YouTube, there's 40 in staring at you, and you've been running
Good.
3/4 of an hour.
Fine, splendid. That'll send out That's not bad for thickness now. Down to there. If you can see where there is, yes you can.
Yeah, we can see where there is.
I can turn that off now.
Just had a coughing fit, that was all, so I muted myself.
Turn that off for a minute. Don't need it on now. Good. Right, okay, so let's do a little bit more down here.
Yes, it's beginning to sound a bit thinner now.
It is, yeah. So I'll get that sanded now, I think. Because that's about the right shape. Feels good. It's got a nice texture on there. Bit of spiral lines.
Bit of spiralling, yeah.
Yeah. Apart from that, everything's fine. Right, so
if anyone does happen to get that spiraling that Andy's just mentioned, it's probably because either the speed is just too fast or the tool has lost its edge. So you can get over that by usually dropping the speed down a couple of hundred and having another pass, or hitting it with a bit of 80 grit paper.
yes, that works. In fact, I could go to 80 actually quite happily on that bit. Shall I put that on as well?
Well,
Bit of laugh on
it
it
once, yeah.
Yeah, so I've done that.
So Steve is saying this at this point is where his goblets usually become asteroids.
Yeah, you do have to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that we've left Andy's left a good inch in the middle there. Give it a bit of stability.
Yeah, I should give it more support on the end when I start attacking the stem. Still got that crack in there.
Is it flexing on the crack, or is it okay?
Just a tiny bit. So I'm gonna glue it again. I think I'm gonna use medium because it won't run all over the place. Because obviously the crack is visible on the inside now as well. I don't really want to have to sand all that again. It's better.
And Rob's put in there, anyone use a diamond card to touch up the edges? I have a couple, but I'm afraid to try them.
I've not tried that, no.
I'm assuming you're meaning the diamond card for the tools and not anything else other than that. I use a diamond card to do a skew. And
yes, just tickle it up a bit.
Yeah, I have at the museum an odd couple of times because I didn't want to change the grind because we've got a different grinding system at the museum to what I use at home. So I have just touched the edge of a bowl gouge up and a spindle gouge up before now and made them cut.
Yes, very occasionally, but usually I would try and use the Tormek. That's better. That's better. It's a bit firmer.
Right.
Just get rid of the glue from down here. And go through the finer stuff.
Yeah, it looks like several people use diamond cards for
Yeah, I've
fibre
got them
or
hanging. I've got them hanging up here, the little ones.
yeah.
Three different grades up there. But I can't remember when I last used them, if I'm honest.
No, you've got the Tormek, so you're not
Yes.
taking a lot of meat off at any time.
No.
It's fairly handy as well now. Now he knows exactly how to use a couple of the
Yes.
attachments that
They were very helpful, weren't they?
they were at Makers on over the weekend, so we went in and abused them a bit and got some free information off of them.
A good little chat with them, yeah.
Mm.
Still a little bit down there. Has that got it? Yes, very nearly. That must have got it. Yep, that's got it. Good. Right, onto the finer. Just do that bit with this. Do for that.
If you've not used them, Rob, I think the answer is to try and use them wet. And don't press too hard. I know Trend making a lubricant specifically for diamond, but just dipping them in water.
Yeah, water works,
as
yeah.
well. Just need to make sure that if you do dip them in water, that you dry them thoroughly before you hide them away.
Either that or just simply go gently.
Yeah.
It's really, you can not do it any good if you go too hard at it.
No, if you go too hard on a fine one, you can take the diamond off. And wood turnings by Barry is off. He's going to catch the rest of it later. Thanks for stopping by,
Okay,
Barry.
thanks, Barry. Nice new bit of 400.
Ooh.
That's what I've got to go that for. Right, that should do that. Yeah, that's all right. Not looking bad.
Douglas has asked us WD-40 okay to use on them, and I'm guessing he means on diamond stones, slip stones.
I wouldn't, but
I'm not sure. I know it's silicon and it's a water repellent. I think I'd rather use water.
yeah, it'll dry off thoroughly then, because WD-40 leaves a bit behind, doesn't it? The actual oily bit of it.
WD means water dispersant, so it's a silicon base.
That's right, and it leaves traces of the silicon behind.
Yeah.
When you've used it.
So I would
say really.
Probably no. You're better off dipping it in your pot of coffee if necessary.
That'll do it.
It would do better than WD-40, I think.
Right,
Chris Dodds can see your belly. He's saying you've got a nice shape, Andy.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. I'm quite pleased with that. I think that's going to look the business. Right.
It's a nice colour to it now.
Yes, I've got to get into this drawer now to get me the Yorkshire grit out. Oh no, which I think no, it's not in that. No, it is in that one. Damn, it's in that second drawer. Second drawer down, it's the first one that's blocked up. Oh, poos. Right, bear with me for a moment. I have to take a couple of little screws out, remove the drawer. Come on, out you come. That's it. All this just to get to the Yorkshire grit. Something's gone amiss in that drawer. It's jamming it up.
Fallen over the back.
Or something. It is a bit full, that drawer.
Jonathan Flint's just joined us. Hi, Jonathan, all the way from the
Jonathan.
other side of the pond.
Right, there we are.
Yeah,
I think it was one of the...
Covered, Chris.
Yes, it was one of the pots of wax. The coloured wax from Chestnut.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff.
That's the offending article, is it?
Yep. Anyway, right, enough of that. That's that. Yes, it does. Okay.
Right, you're Darth Vader in a bit again, mate.
I might, yeah, sorry. There you go. That should be better.
Mm-hmm.
It's all this movement, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not used to this movement. I'm not sure whether the rest of the guys in the chat can hear it, but I certainly can.
It's not good for me, all this moving around, you know. My time of
enough
life.
moving over the weekend. We clocked up close on 6 miles just meandering around over the 2 days.
That's a very slow pace, I hasten to add.
Yeah.
Wouldn't like anybody to think I was enjoying it.
Yeah, it was probably a lot more than that, because I know sometimes the phone doesn't pick up if you just move fractionally. So Douglas Mungham's off. He's got to go. He's got a doctor's appointment.
Okay,
thank you, Douglas, for stopping by. Hope nothing falls off before you get there, and it's all okay when you get there. It's starting to make it shine.
Yes. Beginning.
We're certainly not jet powered on Sunday. Might have been leaning on a jet machine, but certainly not jet powered. Fast and my English don't go together, and I know Andy's the same.
I don't even know what it means.
No, that was a leisurely cruise round.
Yeah, it was nice actually. I enjoyed it.
It was nice, but it was very tiring. Saturday, it was like a sauna in there. It was just overpowering, the heat. I hate to think what temperature it would have been up in the roof.
Went and sat outside in the shade.
It was about a 30-foot ceiling, if not higher, in there.
Yeah. The sun blazing down on it.
Yeah, God knows what it was up there. But it was certainly hot at head level.
But no, Sunday was much better, wasn't it, temperature?
Yeah, much better temperature-wise, but there weren't so many people. So that also
another reason for it being cooler, I suppose.
Yeah, and there was a slight dampness in the air as well outside.
Yes.
Don't think it rained, but there was a dampness in the air.
Yeah, just as we were walking back to the car park, we had a little bit of spits, didn't we? But nothing more than that.
And Tommy said, yes, it was warm on Saturday. Very warm.
Yeah. Right, let's put this wax on, and then we're done with that. Let's start on the stem.
certainly highlights the purple colour.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's quite nice. It looks almost as if it's dribbling down from the top.
Mm.
It's the
Yes.
greyness.
A bad drinking experience. Yeah. How many have I had?
Yeah, oh, too many. Just count the dribbles.
Mm. Right, you've just done the hour, mate.
Okay. That's shining a bit. Bringing up a bit of a gloss.
I reckon that's beautiful, Andy. Yes,
Thank
it's
you.
surprising what a little bit of finish does to
Yeah.
help
Yeah.
define the
Lovely.
shape as much as anything.
Yes, it all pulls it together a bit, doesn't it?
Mm.
Right. Okay. Let's replace my headset. Put that over there. That down there. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Too much stuff. Oh, hello. It's alright. Oh, I thought I'd broken it. Ah. Oh, no. I can go over the back. There it is. I'm just going to give it a little bit of support. And try folding this fairly small and see how that goes.
So this is a bit of paper because we can't see it, but I know what we're talking about.
Sorry, yes, yeah, bit of paper in there. Push it in.
Just touch it to it and pinch it up so that.
That's right. Yeah, it's nothing
Yeah.
too much. And if necessary, when I get a bit thinner on it, well, that's making an interesting noise. When I get a bit thinner on that, I can still tape it to this and pull it back if I need to.
So Steve has put in there no such thing as too much stuff. He's going to be going to Turner's Retreat in a few days to get some more stuff.
Oh dear! Oh, what a
Yeah.
shame. Yeah, good
Yeah,
stuff.
life is tough for a wood turner. And Robert Dolman's got to go. Stuff to do. By all, looking good, Andy.
Thank you, Robert. I don't like that noise.
Are you truly central?
I don't think I am.
No. Because we've moved the headstock, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. I think that might be what it is. Put that in there. Pop that up there. Loosen that. That's better. That's
No
got it.
squeak. It's got
Nope.
rid of it. That's killed the squeak.
It's usually that, isn't it?
It's 9 times out of 10 that the centres aren't quite in line.
Yeah. There's quite a bit of play on this when it's just locked in on the pin.
Okay, yeah.
So it's very easy to not have it in line.
Yes, you only want to be 1 degree out.
I normally put the two centres in and make sure they're lining up, but I didn't on that one.
2 trains of thought on this. Andy wants to get fairly thin on the stem. So the issue with putting a tennis ball in the stem on a fairly thin stem and also a fairly thin goblet you can actually split the goblet by putting too much pressure on it and
Yeah,
not
pressure
having enough.
outwards. Yeah.
Yeah, we were discussing this before we went live.
So I'm trying this out, basically, Steve. At Keith's
Martin,
suggestion.
yeah, it says it looks like the internet is dropped off and is having trouble reconnection with. He'll have to watch the rest later.
Oh God.
Yeah, you are getting a glitch on the off of this camera now,
Oh, am I?
but it's a color
Try that
glitch.
one.
That's
Try
the
that one.
horrible color one.
No, that's not.
That's
Oh,
the green one.
sorry. Beg your pardon. Try that one then. That's the one flickers slightly. Number one. But it's not glitching, is it?
Not flickering at the moment.
Oh, isn't it? It is for me. But if it's not for you, then that's absolutely fine. I shall use it.
Cornish maid. Katie is saying that you've got a lovely shape as well.
Thank you, Katie. The balls, the goblet's not too bad either.
No.
Sorry, I had to say it. Somebody had to.
I was refraining. The focus isn't quite as tight on this one as the previous one, so
Isn't it?
and it's starting to glitch as well now.
Okay.
The spiral that
I know we've.
sand out.
Yes. It's a bit too much for sanding, but I'm not even going to stop it and look at it because I don't want to see it. Good job it didn't go any higher, that's all I can say. I was just trying to make this a little bit thinner just there on the neck. That's right, that's out, it's gone. I'll have a little thingy there, little bead. A great big bead really, but
It can be reduced.
it can be. I just want to see how it looks, and I shall work on it then. That's better.
Looks a bit more refined.
Yeah. And it's about the same diameter as above the bead, isn't it? So it's a little, not quite so sharply cut on. That's better. That's better, isn't it? It's probably too far now. Hey ho. bit of left-handed turning. It's always good
Huh?
practice.
Ambidextrous turning.
Yeah.
What have I missed? Apparently you made Katie jump just now.
All right. I suddenly
Chris is
stuck my
saying,
tool in.
yeah, and Chris is saying that it reminds him of the goblet from Indiana Jones movie. So gold foil on the inside would be nice. Well, that ain't going to happen. Not now it's
No,
been
no,
waxed.
I haven't got any gold foil anyway. So that
And Doug
answers that
Miller
one.
is asking, is that about the thickness it's going to be?
I think, yeah, I think so.
I don't think we want to make it stupidly thin, do we?
No, I've actually, I think, pretty much got the pith of the tree going up the middle of it. So it's going to actually weaken it. So if I go too thin, it will break.
So in that case, possibly think about sanding.
Yes, I'll sand it to where I am.
Yeah, anything more than what you're doing then.
Just to reduce stresses. But that's pretty much where I wanted to get to, I think. Oh, he says going thinner. A little bit up there. It's nearly the right. Just a bit thickness there. Just beneath the bead. That's better. That's better. It still feels quite solid, I'm pleased to say. Right, I'm going to sand that.
You can tell by the whistling that it's getting a bit thin. It's flexing a bit.
Yeah, you can see if I move that, it's moving that, but not that.
So when you restart this, then you might want to turn the lathe down to a slow speed.
Start it slower. Absolutely. God, yeah, working up a sweat here. It's not good, is it? Right, hopefully it won't take too much sanding for this. It's only a smallish area. Let's redo this little bit. Shall I put the thing on? Why not? Starting with 120 this time. I thought that was sufficient.
Don't think you need to go any closer than that, do you?
Nah. No, it's not a bad finish on this.
No, and Katie's off, and she says that's
Uh-huh.
looking very pretty. Speak
Thank you,
to us all
Katie.
soon. Thank you, Katie. Have a good afternoon. Don't work too hard. Guess who's just fallen in, long last? Twisted Pete from the trees.
All right. Hello, Pete.
Hello, Pete. Another one we met on Saturday.
Yes, we did, didn't we?
Yeah. And he's actually quite a bit taller than what I thought
That
he was.
he looks on the box.
Yeah, on the box. Yeah. Yeah. I know Andy and I aren't the tallest, but he certainly towered over us.
Yeah.
Good luck, Katie, moving in with Chris. I've heard
Oh
rumour
right.
that
Yeah.
he snores, but it's only a rumour, so it might not be total truth in that. Chris has started a new job a month ago, beginning of 3 weeks ago.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he did, didn't he?
Yeah. So good luck to Chris for that. Hope it's all
Indeed.
working out well. At least he's getting fit now, because he was sitting on his butt all day in his digger move or whatever it was he used to drive. Pete's put on there, it was good to meet us both. Strange meeting people in 3D again. Yeah, you're right,
Yes.
Pete.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of the best parts of the weekend, in my opinion.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
meeting people we hadn't met before, but we'd spoken to.
It's almost like meeting a good friend that you
Yeah,
knew
you
was a
feel as though
good
you
friend.
know
That
them. Yeah.
yeah, we knew you well before we even met you. Yeah, funny experience, but
It
it
is.
was very, very memorable and very good. I enjoyed it.
Oh, I think I can get away with Yorkshire gritting that when I've finished.
Hmm.
It's, it's solid enough, I think.
As long as your paper doesn't get wrapped round and it get caught.
I shall make sure it doesn't yet.
Yeah. Chris has just posed a question to Katie if she's still there. Does your mum know that you're moving out? One would hope so, Chris, but you know what these Cornish Devonian people are like. Michael McEwen's off. He's got to go off to his day and play at the tool store. Have a great afternoon, Michael. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. There's a knot or something here. I think we'll be all right. I'm sure we'll be all right.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that, Steve. Did that several times to people coming up to us and saying, "Hello, Andy. Hi, Keith."
Yeah.
Who the hell's you? And it wasn't until one or two of them started speaking, or they told us, oh, yes,
Yes, Pete was all right because we'd seen him on
yeah.
when he's been
But
earworming and
the
things.
likes of Roy's the boy.
Yeah, had no idea.
I'd seen a picture of him. I'd seen him on Facebook, but
Tommy's Shed was another one.
yeah, but couldn't put any more than sort of a picture to a Facebook page to several of them. But yeah, it was good. And
Yes, he was.
It was
Yeah.
nice to put faces to names that we know. And Tommy was saying that Steve was easy, big and pink. Yeah. We did point that out to him as well, Tommy. And apparently he's got the only pink polo shirt, t-shirt, whatever it was. I think it
Yeah,
was
he
a
was very
polo
proud
shirt.
of it, wasn't he?
Yeah, that Emerald produced. It had the tiny Turner on it as well.
I think any taller than that is just going to be showing off, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think you need to go any taller.
No,
It would be
I
out
think it's
proportion with the goblet, with the
yeah.
bowl.
No, I think that's about it there. I think.
I think you need to make the bottom a little bit weighty so that it
Yeah,
doesn't
it can be. It can
blow
be. It can
over.
be. It can be thickish, can't it? But there's very little weight in the top because it is quite thin. But yes, I can certainly. This is thickening slightly as it comes down. I don't mind that. If I curve this a little bit more, then that'll thicken the base up, won't it?
Yeah, OG it fractionally.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what we were thinking.
It would have been fun to have a plane load over from the US. Doug Miller. It was fun. I think one or two were a bit disappointed that there weren't quite as many as what they bargained for. And
yeah, numbers were a bit down. Yeah.
Apparently one or two of the exhibitors and the stands pulled out at last minute, so that was a bit disappointing for the organiser. I mean, Nick Zametti did a great job organising it all and pulling it all together with 2 years of busted flushes.
Yeah. I think that's not far off. I think I'm happy with that.
Define the bottom, then we can see what it looks like. Yeah.
About there, I think. Can you see that?
You can't see where there is.
Can't see where there is.
It's sort of
just
bleached
there.
out a bit. Yeah.
Just there.
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad.
I don't think anything else is going to show it any better, is it?
Yeah, that one does.
Yeah, it's a little bit better, isn't it? You can see it just there.
Yeah, we can see the height of it. But, not sure about that camera. Is that a focusable camera or is it fixed focus?
No, I can move it.
Right, I think you're too close because you're out of
light
focus.
Out of the way. It's on a sort of angle poise.
Right. We can see the bottom, but we can see the bottom, but it's focusing slightly off.
They're really cheap cameras, and it shows, doesn't it? Sometimes. Is that somewhere there?
Somewhere there. Can't see the top, but we can see the bottom.
There's the top. If it stayed there, we'd be all right.
The attendance numbers, Doug, I have no idea.
No, there was no mention of it, was there, sir?
No. That's better. We can see all of it now anyway. Get an indication of proportion.
Right, I'm going to get that sanded.
Yeah, and Steve's put in there a lot of people are still concerned over large gatherings. Yeah, we
Yes,
were
yes.
as well.
That could
There
be
were
why
there
we
were
didn't get the
several
numbers.
masks being worn around, but it was more disappointing that several of the exhibitors didn't turn up or cancelled at fairly short notice.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that.
I dare say numbers will be released soon.
I'd hope so, yeah.
It's always nice to know.
Sure. Oh, it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
Mm. Yeah, we got Harrogate in November, and I'm pretty sure that Andy and I won't be going to that, as
I
it's
shan't be, no. It's
way up
a long
north,
way.
and
Yeah,
yeah, way up north, and it's November.
it is a long
Weather,
old journey.
yeah.
That's about a little bit of 680.
Yeah, totally agree with you there, Pete. I suspect numbers are down because of, but you could get to the front of every demo that you wanted to see. There was
Yes.
you weren't 10 deep behind someone.
Yeah, no, it was better from that point of view, so.
But they do need to sort the acoustics out up there.
Oh, dreadful, yeah.
Saturday was terrible, particularly with the Robots Live going on.
Robot Wars started,
Yeah,
yes.
Robot Wars going. Oh dear.
It was dreadful.
It was so bad at one time, but that's one of the reasons we went outside, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Get a breath of fresh air, and also to ease the eardrums.
It's all metal on metal and metal on concrete crashing, and it really was very, very loud.
And the mics that they were using were over the top. The PA
Well, yeah, because
system that they'd
the
got.
PA they were having to shout over that noise as well, so
Yeah,
they turned it all up, and it was just unbearable.
lot of squealing going on. Yeah.
I felt sorry for the stalls that were in that corner.
Yes. Or anyone in the hall at the time, really, because
The whole
everyone
hall,
was
yeah.
complaining from the hall, whichever side you come from.
Right, well, we're nearly winning.
Good.
Just got the whole of the outside to do a Yorkshire grit. Certainly moving a little bit more now, which it should be. I mean, it's not entirely a surprise, is it?
No, no.
Lovely job. Okay, Yorkie up there.
Yeah, Sand and Cedar up there.
Yep, that's there.
So Doug Miller's asking, what diameter have you got the stem at then, Andy, roughly? 3-4 mil?
I'll tell you in a minute. Here it is. That's a bit more than that. It's nearer 6, I would think.
Simon at SM's got to go. Catch you later. Thanks, Simon, for stopping by.
Yeah, 5.97 just there. So it's 6 mil. Nearest makes no odds. I was going to take it thinner, but I think with that stem, the pith running through there, it's going to be weakened. So I think I'll be pushing my luck a bit. I normally try and cut them with the pith coming out the side. But in fact, that might be it there actually. Don't know. Not risking it anyway.
Well, you can't really go back on there now and thin it down.
Not. I'd be struggling, I think.
Yeah, too
if
much.
I'm honest.
Too much flex, I think, on that now.
Yeah, just a bit. It's amazing how strong timber can be, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and how flexible it is. Well, don't forget the yew was used for all the longbows in the
That's
good
right.
old times.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
there's the strength.
The strength, and yes, and the flex. Yep, that's lovely. Right, then the white one.
And Steve Ash, the learner turner. I put learner turner on because the question he's put in, he says this may sound daft, but if you're concerned about strength, would giving it a CA multiple coat finish help
I wouldn't dream of it.
strengthen it? I wouldn't think so,
No.
because the strength is in the timber, not
Yeah,
in the
I think
finish.
the only thing you could do would be to stabilise it. So you put it in a vacuum chamber full of cactus juice.
But I think
And
it's such a close
that would
grained wood that it wouldn't soak into you.
Yeah, I did it on beech, was the main timber I've done it on.
Right.
It made a huge difference to it. It was so punky, it was so spalted that it was really punky. And stuck it in the stabiliser. In fact, I turned a pen from it yesterday, and it turns like plastic. You don't get shavings coming off it, you know. You get powder. But
Rob's got to go. Copper Owl. Awesome, Andy. Looking great. Got to go. Bye.
Thank you, Rob.
Body. Cheers, Rob.
That's that. Then the last one. We'll part it off. And we'll be there.
You're going to part it all the way, or part it and?
I'm going to part it I'm going to part it until about sort of a quarter of an inch.
Right.
And then saw it.
Saw the rest.
Take all this lot off and saw it for the last little bit.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I find it the safest way. I have tried parting them off, but the trouble is you've only got to flex a little bit and you bust the stem. It's not worth it.
The parting tool pinches as you're getting to the centre as well, which doesn't do you any favours.
No, that does, and also the thing itself starts flexing because it's not supported anymore effectively. So no, I will saw it. Better a live coward than a dead hero.
Yes, we don't want to
Whatever
do
the expression is
now, do we?
No.
Don't want to launch
no,
it into.
I'll leave that to him.
Yeah, leave it to him.
I have had stuff fly off the lathe, but not too often. I'm pleased to say. All right, give it a bit more welly. Lovely, that's it, we're done. Let's turn that noisy thing off. just there. Part that off a bit more. I could do with a bit more light in there, I think. Sorry, you're not going to see a thing now, but
No, don't worry about it.
no, but it is important I can see this.
Just see it flexing in the top of the stem now.
Yep.
So it's still better to cut half an inch rather than a quarter an inch if you can see.
Oh yes,
see
if
like
it's
that. Yeah, don't be a coward.
It's not too bad at the moment, but I won't take it any further than that. I think that's about a quarter inch. About that. That's about right. Right, go and find my saw. These Japanese pull saws are amazing for this sort of thing, aren't they?
Yeah. Release all this tension. Didn't drop at all, did it? Don't think it flexed.
No. I mean it's a bit springy, but it's quite strong.
Yeah.
Left-handed saw, and it's always good for you, isn't it?
If you can kill that light that you've just put there, it's picking up on the camera, that's all.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's better.
And there, well, I'll sit down and show it to you. I'm just going to sand the bottom flat. I shall dish it eventually when I finally sand it. At least it'll stand up on its own then.
Not the rocking stand then.
Yeah. That'll stop in a minute. Yeah, that stands beautifully.
Good.
So, presenter, that's me. And I'll just show you that. Oh, come back a bit.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, it looks really nice, mate.
Quite pleased with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I do like. I mean, it's just a lovely timber, isn't it? I mean, you really don't seem to be able to go wrong with it much, unless you're careless.
Not overly rich in colour, but it's got some colour to it.
It's got enough, yeah. And it is actually heavy enough at the base to be stable. Just putting it down on there. I'll just bring you in, Keith.
Thank you. I'm still here. Hang on.
Right. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I hope
that's better.
We may even have learned something. You never know. But you can see the shine on that.
Certainly see the shine on it, yeah.
As you do with... And that's the shape of the base. Very simple. But then I am simple, so I like simple.
Elegant, delicate lines.
Yeah, I like that. Another job done. So, any questions from anybody? Nice piece, thank you, Doug. That is a goblet worthy of a Tudor.
Yeah, all the questions have been answered as we've gone through.
I'm not that old, Steve.
Oh
no, sorry, it wasn't Steve, was it? It was Tipsy.
Jeff,
that's it. I was trying to remember. Oh, I'm dreadful at remembering names. So apologies for anybody I've forgotten. But no, it's lovely to see you all. I don't know how many we have. We had
20-ish at the moment. Not
21 at the moment, but no.
Yeah,
it was probably a few more. People have left, haven't they? Quite a few.
Up to 40.
I have got an hour. I have got an hour and 40 minutes, so it's quite a long one, as ever.
Longest ever. What the hell?
Yeah, it's difficult when you get a drawer that you can't get open to get to your tools and things like that, isn't it? It doesn't help.
Wasted 5 minutes, didn't it, as well? But at the end of the day, if people didn't want to stop and watch you, they could turn off.
They could. That's absolutely. They can always
done that and going to come back later.
I was going to say they can always come back and watch it later. So So yeah.
And it looks like we've had Barry Chitty all the demo then. Excellent demo. Andy.
Well done.
Yeah,
thank you,
one
Barry.
of the first lives that he's seen completely
all the way through.
Yeah,
for a long one too. So yes, nice comments. Thank you very much, Chris.
Oh, and Brian's just dropped in saying he's missed it.
Oh, Brian. Yeah, you did miss it, Brian. That's what I made.
Back.
There it is.
Yeah.
In all its glory. There it is. Piece of yew, surprisingly. You know, don't often do yew.
No, it's
He lied.
an unusual wood.
But, yeah,
We'll go back and
but
watch. Yeah, I think it's worthwhile, Brian.
yeah, it's quite long, but you can skip through bits. Thank you, Tommy. Goblet worthy of a tune. I'm really not that old, you know.
No.
I just look it. Yes, no, lots of nice comments. It's great. It's on that one. I fairly deliberately, Pete said about keeping the pith out of the stem. On this one, I did actually deliberately put it right in the middle. I thought I'll just do it and see what happens. And I don't know if you can see it, but right in the centre, yeah,
Yeah,
you can see the darker
darker
pip.
spot at the moment. Yeah,
Absolutely dead centre, and the same in the bowl. Look,
at the top. Yeah.
absolutely dead centre. So I did get it right, or wrong, whichever way you want to look at it. But no, I'm pleased with that. That's come up all right. I should sand the bottom off, but I'm not going to waste time sanding.
No, and the fortunate thing with yew, it doesn't have a massive pith to it.
Oh no, it's very, very fine. Yeah,
quite minimal.
it
1
is.
mil.
It is literally a dot, about a mil. Yeah,
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
just a dot in the middle. Yeah. So, which is why I didn't worry about it. I thought, I could leave enough timber around that to give it some strength, which I've done. So, and it's actually quite stable. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I usually do for my glasses when I just put the stem on. I usually do them about that diameter because they're actually thinner than the glass was. But so far I've not had one back broken. I've sold quite a few of them. So it's amazing how strong timber is in that direction. So,
like we said, it's amazing how strong yew is because of
you
the
particularly,
old bow makers used to use it, still use it when they make bows. So, yeah, it's one of the stronger timbers around
it has to
flex.
bend a fair way and spring back again, doesn't it? So,
Yep.
Yep. Good. Going to get some noise cancellers next time, I think. I've got noise canceller. That's why you can't hear my dust extraction, but working on the lathe is just too much for it. It does.
Yeah, but no, that comment was
that
for
something else?
makers. Yeah.
Oh, for makers, yes.
Because of the noise of the robot wars.
The robot, yes, it was horrendous. Yeah, it
Yeah.
really was. So I'm just diving up through.
Just
the chat
gone back up through the chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the only problem with Noise Defender ear pieces is that for me they make my ears sweat, and I get fed up, and I take them off after a time.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, and enough of them. Anyway, I think I shall push the button. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming along. Sorry to have kept you for so long, but it was it was going all the time. So
yeah,
more or less.
it looks like following us or you in 15 minutes, Axminster's Woodworking Wisdom is on, according to Steve Ash.
I can't think what they're doing.
No, I must admit,
they've been doing various things.
Yeah.
I watched a pyrography one the other day, which was quite interesting. In fact, we spoke to Ben yesterday, didn't we?
We caught several of them down at Makers, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, I probably won't join you in that because I've had to cancel a phone call that come in halfway through Andy's live, and I said I'd give her a buzz in about quarter of an hour, and that's half an hour ago. So I will go straight over and make a phone call.
Sorry to have kept you from that. I've got to go down to the parish council offices and try and persuade them to give us a bit of land for a men's shed.
Oh right, that's today, is it?
I've got to go down there now. Yeah.
No idea, Jeff, for the link to Axminster. I haven't got it. I don't know whether anyone else has got it in there or Brian's got it. I think if you just put in Axminster Live,
if just the Axminster Wisdom, we'll do it.
Or Axminster Wisdom.
But if you basically go onto the home screen, it usually is there. I don't know whether it is at the moment. I'm just thinking about looking at it. Go back one. Oh no, of course that's all me at the moment. So let's put Axminster in.
That's what I've just put.
Axminster Wisdom. Right, let's see what we get.
Yep.
But there's not one labelled live.
No, but it's coming up today, the 3rd of the 5th.
Is it? Yeah, so I haven't found that yet.
There's 12 and a half minutes to go.
Oh, fine. Oh, you've got the thing, haven't you? You can stick it in on.
Come on.
I can't even find it.
I can find it if it
What's
just
it
wants to.
What's it titled?
Highlight, you bugger. YouTube watch. That one. Copy. Oh, I can't put it in now because I've ditched you.
Right. I don't know where it is. I can't even find it. There's nothing that says live.
No, it doesn't say live. I just put in Axminster.
Oh, here it is.
It's come up.
Oh no, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I put in Axminster Wisdom, but
No, just put Axminster in. That's all I did, and it's come up with all of them. Looks like it could be a bowl or chucking or something like that. It's a bowl with Jason by the looks of it.
Right, okay. Because I've got no dates on any of these. That one was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That one hasn't got anything on it.
11 minutes 28 at the moment.
1 year ago, 4 days. I haven't got it. It's really weird.
Well,
how strange. Anyway, not to worry.
Get back into YouTube. Let's see if
you're Lathan the Bowl with Jason.
That's it.
Yep. Right, I've got it now, so I shall copy that, which is the...
Right, well, I won't go any further then.
And then I'll come back onto StreamYard, and I'll put it in down there. Paste. And there it is, yep. Right, I've put it in. It's any minute now. And that should get you to it.
So it's in twice because I've got it in as well. And we're
both right, okay.
Yeah, I just...
Oh, that's encouraging then.
Just beat you to it. So we're both in. It's in there. So there you go, guys. That's for Axminster in 11 minutes now.
Yep, good. So I'll get back to YouTube. Oh, there we are. I found myself.
Pete, just to let you know, you can put links in. If you copy and paste, and before you press enter, if you go back along and take off HTTPS colon and 2 slashes, if you take that off, you can then enter the www.youtube with the right code on, and it works.
He said he couldn't put the link in, but he has done.
No.
Two comments above where he said he couldn't put the link in is the link with his name on it. So it's in there 4 times now, 3 times now.
Oh,
it ends in BQ. Yeah, no, it's the same one.
It is the same one.
Yeah. So you did do it, Pete. I don't know how, but you did. I think probably by taking off the bits.
Yeah, take off the front bit, the HTTPS.
HTTPS, yeah.
Because that's how I've done it before, by putting us into other people's chats.
Thank you, Tipsy, for your comment. And I'm going to finish it now. I shall press the button. Right. Thank you all for coming along, and thanks for all those who spoke to us at Birmingham as well.
Bye, one and all.
Yeah, bye.
And Rich is on tonight, so don't try and look for us.